Hello, my name is Michelle McGrath and I'm just here today to run through a few key areas around weaning. Weaning is an important stage of the calf's life, so anything we can do to make it run as stress-free as possible will help. Firstly, a calf is born with really small rumen, so for this to be fully functional by the time of weaning, we need to get it off to a good start. This is encouraged, or this can be done by feeding concentrate and fibre and offering water from soon after they're born. It's important when it comes to weaning that they're eating enough concentrate before you wean them off milk completely. Approximately at least 1 kilo a day consecutively is what's required. Why we worry about having an important rumen once they're weaned is because it can have issues at a later stage in their life. One of these issues is summer scour syndrome, which occurs in dairy calves and dairy beef calves during their first grazing season. There is still a lot unknown about summer scour syndrome, but it is thought to be linked to poor management around the weaning time, among other factors. Again, you're probably better off to have a chat with your vet or advisor around areas to improve if you are having an issue with this condition. On bloat, the bloat we're talking about here is abomasal bloat. It happens in the first 3 weeks of life, and again, there are things that we can do to minimize the risk of this happening. The milk is digested in the abomasum at this time, and bloat happens when there's a build-up of gas, which causes the calf to bloat up and isn't gotten rid of. So what we can do to reduce this risk of bloat is ensuring good colostrum management practices, having good hygiene in terms of the calf feeders in particular, or calf equipment that you're using, because if there's a build-up of bacteria in this goes into the abomasum, which can increase the amount of gas in the abomasum. Anything that affects the rate that milk leaves the abomasum has a role to play, and this can be the concentration of the powder used for milk replacer, if you're adding any additives to the milk, or if the calf's health is compromised. All these factors affect the rate that the milk is leaving the abomasum, which again increases the risk of bloat because the bacteria have more time to produce in the presence of that milk. So it's all about consistency with the young calf, having a consistent feeding schedule, temperature of the milk replacer mix. These are all important areas to look at. Minimizing the stress around feeding as well, and in the calf's life. Calves are really susceptible to stress, be it from cold weather and dehorning practices or weaning as well. They're all stressful factors, so anything you can do to reduce the risk of stress will reduce the risk of bloat as well. Again, having a proper diet, which means concentrate and a fibre source and water, will help reduce the risk of bloat in these young calves. There probably are a couple of other factors as well, but they're the key ones that I wish to talk about today. For more information, you can look at our Animal Health Ireland website.